Hello all, and welcome to this Friday afternoon's beer review. I guess it's more like Friday evening since it's past 6 o'clock already. But summer's here, it's hot, it's greasy. Yeah, I haven't uploaded for a while because I took a break and I didn't upload a video that said I was going to go on the break. So, but yeah, maybe I should get back to uploading. But Yeah, so what is it that we were reviewing? Well, I saw that New Belgium had a box set out that wasn't their IPA box set. But there's an IPA in it, but it wasn't just all IPAs. And I'm not going to go and buy a box set that's nothing but IPAs. Oh my goodness, the light has changed. Okay, well that's going to make it interesting. I can go and get the light through it, and get that beam right here. Anyways, what are we reviewing? We are reviewing Dominga Grapefruit Paloma. Now, I reviewed a couple of these Domingas before. They're sour, and I believe they're blood orange, if I remember correctly. No, they're mimosa. Neither of which I really rated too highly, but it wasn't offensive. And I do like grapefruit. I prefer grapefruit juice over orange juice. I'm weird like that. I find orange juice just too sweet for my taste, so I usually have grapefruit juice in the morning or after work. And let's go and read. Since there was no label on there was no description on the can, I'm going to go and read the verbiage off the website. Okay, so Dominga Grapefruit Paloma from New Belgium Brewing is inspired by the timeless and delicious Mezcal Paloma. To bring this flavorful beer to life, we brew a light golden ale and blend it with our iconic wood-aged golden sour. We then add ruby red grapefruit, golden lime, and a pinch of salt to deliver on the tart citrus qualities of a Paloma and a Spritz. Excuse me. The result is a complex, bright, tart ale which captures the best parts of a Paloma. Excuse me. It's fresh, zippy, and brilliant. While this flavorful yet balanced craft beer can be enjoyed at any time, we especially love pairing it with a tasty, boozy brunch. So, yeah, that did not go as smoothly as I wanted to, but nothing ever goes smoothly in my life. So yeah, let's just go and pour this out. 8.0 ABV. So that's quite a heavy. Um, Technically a sour, but like I said, previous versions of Paloma were not that sour, but relatively speaking. But we'll see how this one goes. Okay, where'd that light beam go? Right? Oh, it went away. I was hoping to shoot the sunlight right through this. Can I? Nah. Well, maybe a little bit here. See? Yeah. As you can see, a nice golden yellow, very heavily carbonated, with a frothy white head. Oh yeah, you definitely smell that agave sweetness. That sort of cactusy like note there. And the grapefruit. Whew. Grapefruit and agave. That's two things I never thought I would ever see mixed together. There's definitely some wet stone there, minerality. Yeah. Smells fairly sweet, like agave does. And also got a touch of that herbaceousness that agave can also lend to things. But mostly sweet, juicy, kind of mineral. Um, yeah. Let's just get this onto the palate now, shall we? Well, it's not bad, but it is distinctly odd. Up front is some tartness. Not a lot, but enough to go and really define it as a sour. Interestingly, the long finish kind of has a malty top note. You don't really get any malt in the bouquet, but you definitely get in the top note at the finish. Up front, there's just like mashup of agave and grapefruit. Yeah, you even get a bit of the salt, a little bit of that salt in the mids. It's not very distinct though. None of these flavors are very distinct or pop out. They're all kind of, they're a bit mushy. You can discern them, but they don't really have those. They don't really shine. They're all. It's more of a spectrum. It has quite a carbonation bite for something that's pretty heavy on the palate. Oh, now I'm starting to get cactus as a top note in the long finish as well. There's almost a lemony aspect in the finish before that kind of disappears as it goes into the long finish. Lemon limey, I guess. Hard to really discern. It's just sort of a strong citrus. Only really the grapefruit shows up on its own up front. I guess you could kind of qualify this as like a fruited sour. Um, it's if you're looking for something that has beer-like flavors, this isn't really it. Yeah, like I said, there's maltiness in that finish there, and the mouthfeel is definitely that of beer, kind of thick, a bit of chew to it. It goes down dangerously easy for an 8.0, by the way. Or it could be that I'm thirsty. I was on ChatGPT for a couple hours, um, amusing myself. How do I amuse myself on ChatGPT? I force it to go and write a mashup of G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, that cartoon show from the early 1980s I watched from the kid, mashed up with shows that I like as an adult. So it's G.I. Joe kind of mashed up with Yes Minister, Keeping Up Appearances, and The Office. So I just find it, and it actually does it somewhat well. It has a hard time keeping, continuity and consistency throughout, like multiple sessions, but it actually is pretty amusing. What it spits out at me when I give it like a situation. I should note that despite, well, I don't know, it's warming up a little bit. It's coming a little bit more sweet on the palate, but not cloying. I remember my reactions to the other Palomas. I have to say, of the three that I've reviewed, this one I like the most so far. It's kind of got a lot going on, and I think some people might find these flavors to be clashing a bit. But for me, they seem oddly complementary of each other. Yeah. So, Dominga. Dominga, Grapefruit Paloma. Now the light wants to shine on the can. From New Belgium Brewing Company. If you like fruity, kind of mildly sour beers, this one might be up your alley. I'm kind of picky about that as a whole. So yeah, your mileage may vary a lot depending on how much you like that sort of thing. If you're looking for a traditional sour, this isn't it. If you're looking for a traditional fruited sour, kind of isn't it either. Um, but it doesn't really have any offensive or clashing tastes, you know. Like I said, bit mushy, hard to suss out the various notes on the palate. They do pop in the bouquet, though, I should mention. But yeah, so interesting. Yeah, give it a shot if that's your, jam. Cheers.